Stop shaking your booty and twerking all over the place. It's not as cute as you might think. Get your butt out my face. You look like a dog humping. It's really ridiculous. Working for the man every night and day. I say, ooh, baby, I love you, baby. You my everything.
I remember when the BET Awards back in the day growing up was so, like, inspirational. You will see a lot of the 90s R&B artists, you know, look presentable and pleasant. Back in the day, the BET Awards was more of like a family show. It was sort of clean enough that it's something you can watch with your parents or your kids. But that's no longer the case nowadays. I definitely didn't watch it this year, but I definitely have heard the rumblings of people complaining about it online. And I was a bit shocked to see that there was a lot of black women complaining about it. And I don't know what this year's award show did to black women, but they are triggered. Let's get right into it.
Now, y'all know that I don't like nothing that Sexy Red does. I don't. I'm not even gonna hold you. The only thing I want to see from Sexy Red is her getting baptized. But you know, this is what so many of y'all are fighting for. Like, this is what y'all fighting for. Like, I posted something about the ratchet culture, and I stand my ground on that. I freaking hate the black ratchet culture. I freaking hate it. But like, some of you are just fighting for dear life to justify this, and it's just like, what are you justifying? Why do you want to be dumb? Why do you want to be ignorant? Why do you want to be ghetto? What are we fighting for right now? It doesn't make any sense to me.
So somebody made a post saying this is like a clip of, Janet Jackson and BET Awards 2001. And this is Sexy Red for 2023, our current BET Award. They're saying what happened. 20 years? At one point, the ideal body type was actually Aaliyah. Like, you had to be really slim, skinny. Now everybody want to be thick. Thick was considered fat back then. Back then, if you were even thick, them thighs was saving lives, but they put your ass in behind.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm sick and tired of the twerk culture. I'm tired of, like, every time I'm on Instagram, every time I look on the TV, somebody is shaking their booty. I've had enough. I don't want to see y'all's booties. I really don't. I don't want to see y'all's booties no more.
Yeah, the person who invented twerking should be arrested.
My wife thought I was taking her to the Drake concert.
I don't know, y'all, if it's just me, and I might get a lot of backlash for saying this, but I just feel like the BET Awards have now become this promotion of degeneracy on the black community. Like, if I'm being honest, like, back in the day when I was growing up, the BET Awards used to be a celebration of, like, black excellence and black artistry and black creativity, and they would even have people who would talk about programs that were winning humanitarian awards for having programs in the black community, putting young black men in schools and teaching them how to be men, and putting young black girls in different programs that would help our community. And now I didn't even get to watch the BET last night. I saw clips on TikTok, and it's just like, I'm glad I didn't watch it. Used to, back in the day, they would dress up and they would put gowns on and put their best suits on. It was a celebration of black excellence at one point. And it's just like, now it's just been degeneracy. It's just degenerate stuff now. It's like black culture is like this stereotypical idea, like the stereotypical preconceived notion that a lot of white people have towards black people.
I think the best thing for people to do is just don't watch it. Like, just don't watch this stuff, and make sure your kids stay off of it too. BET used to be very popular just for the talent level that they would have, and they don't have that anymore. It seems like any up-and-coming new artist or rapper can just, perform at the BET Awards now.
So I've been scrolling on TikTok, and I've been seeing, of course, a lot of discourse regarding the EBT Awards, because that's just what we're going to call it moving forward. again, I did a video on this last year. It's progressively getting worse every single year. These artists that we got up there, or just in the music industry in general, especially in hip-hop, are so embarrassing. The shit gives you secondhand embarrassment. Like Sexy Red, Ice Spice, all of these people, like, just terrible. Then they were honoring Usher this year, and you would think they would bring, you know, some men that know how to dance, aka Chris Brown, Neo, all these people. Like, there were so many options. Even Mario, shit, y'all could really pull out anybody out of the vault to really give or just provide some type of like justice to his catalog and everything he's contributed. And they had a bunch of women, pretty much, and they're all mid too, because why was Keke Palmer up there? I'm sorry, I love her, but it was giving Radio Disney for sure. Whenever, like, no, who the fuck even supports her music career for real? Like, she's more of an actress, to be honest. And then, like, just the whole situation was just not it. And then apparently they muted Usher's speech at the end to really fuck things up. But the outfits are never giving. The performances are not giving. Nothing is giving. I'm telling you, like, the last good BET Awards worth watching was probably in 2009 or 2008 and before that. Or shit, and even then, because, I mean, I feel like the 2010s were even pretty valid. But now, bro, that shit is embarrassing. Like, I have my older sister went with, like, her friends to it was, like, the BET experience or some shit. I said, that is dusty. Like, who the fuck, the BET experience, like, okay, yeah, maybe a few years ago, but, like, who's really checking for that shit at this point? It's ass every single year, and it's so sad because it's, like, for one, the BET Awards represented the Black community, and just, like, it was a moment. Like, that shit used to really be a fucking moment. Like, anytime I see, like, Beyonce's performances, that's another thing. Y'all never see Beyonce at a fucking BET Award, okay? Like, you will never catch her dead at a BET Awards, and that should tell you enough.
I cannot watch cringy, awkward anything anymore. I'm seeing clips of the BET Awards on my timeline, and I want to watch them, but they're just so cringy. I saw a clip of Taraji P. Henson, like, mistaking Keith Lee for someone else. I couldn't even get through the clip because, girl, I don't even know if it was a joke, but I saw that and I was like, I'm uncomfortable. I can't watch this. And then I think her opening was Not Like Us. And it's just like, again, swipe.
I don't like Sexy Red. I think she's beautiful. I think she makes good music. But I hate everything that she represents for women. Like, oh my God, fight me. No, don't fight me. Okay, but what I mean by that, I don't even know if y'all can hear me. But what I mean is, like, she is so black, stereotype coded, and I just feel like her going into all these white spaces, it's not helping our case. Like, somebody called me Sexy Red. Do I look like Sexy Red? I'm chocolate? I don't think so. And then I can't even wear glasses anymore because definitely somebody's gonna compare me to Sexy Red. But not only that, like, I think she's really pretty, but she just does, her music is about baby daddies, like, not getting a man. That is not good to promote to children. And you could say children are not listening to this, but they are. They are, and we all know that they are, because when you were younger, you listened to music that you probably shouldn't have been listening to. It's on the radio, it's everywhere, so of course they're gonna listen to it. But they don't need to know about, they don't need, I don't know.
See, I'm old enough to remember when BET used to be black and excellent. In the 80s, what? We were the first family on the block with cable, and we were the first family on the block with BET. It means everybody was at our house watching Donnie Simpson, Video Soul, Midnight Love. Oh, it was a time, honey. BET in the 80s and 90s classic black television, black and excellent television. We got Real News from Tavis Smiley and Ed Gordon. We had Bet on Jazz. We had Bobby Jones Gospel, Ananda Lewis with Teen Summit, Rap City in the Basement, Comic View, Planet View, Lift Every Voice. BET was amazing. And because MTV was playing in our face, we had our own channel to watch our own artists and people that look like us and enjoy the music that we like to listen to. It was a time, honey. The 80s and the 90s? What? But then 2000s happened. Now, mind you, BET Awards, classic 2001, 2002, 2003, 04, 05, classic award show moments. I'm talking James Brown, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and Prince. Those are timeless, classic memories I have of the BET Awards. Even when Beyonce debuted and Monique hosted, amazing. But then Bob Johnson sold BET to Viacom in 2005. And stuff ain't been the same since then. Wait, y'all remember Midnight Love? And Video Vibrations with all the Caribbean music and videos? Amazing. But BET hasn't been black and excellent in a very long time. But something interesting happened in 2005 when he sold the company to Viacom. The programming got really weird and crazy. Like late night BET Uncut, the things that they were playing, the images they were showing, wasn't very black and very excellent.
And that's something that people act like they forgot about. The fact that BET is no longer a black-owned network channel anymore. Viacom came in and bought it. And since that time, yeah, the programming has changed for certain types of images. If you want to control programming, you should own the company.
Is it me or is it the BET Awards is like this running train of hot garbage? The BET Awards used to be black excellence, black sophistication. Every black artist, entertainer, anyone with black influence was there. All of our artists, all of our creatives, the humanitarians, all there. You know, people doing good in the community with all their programs. You got your highlights. You know, the real black creative artists, musicians, you know, real professionals, adults, grown folks was there. You know, people who took the craft seriously, who you could tell they loved black people, black entertainment, black culture. That was BET that I grew up with. This BET of today is just degeneracy. It's ratchet. It's ugly. Nobody shows up for real. I mean, I don't know hardly anyone that performed. All the new artists are like, who are these people? All the Usher, for instance, it seems like there's an attack on masculinity because no men got awarded anything, and all the people who did the Usher renditions, who did their tribute to Usher were female. So it's like, are men being, you know, kicked out of this space now?
We need more balanced programming from BET. I agree with that. Lavelle said, what's wrong with the NAACP Image Awards? Nothing is wrong with it. That's my thing. The NAACP Awards still has standards. The Grammys still have standards. You will not catch some of these artists who we see going to BET Awards doing some of the things that they do if they go to the Grammys, doing some of the things that they would do at the NAACP Awards, because we have lost leadership. Let me explain this about Deborah Lee real quick before we move on. You can say whatever it is that you want about Deborah Lee, but what you can't say is that she did not have standards. She put her foot down to where activists, people were coming to her house because she would not allow the B word on her station. Mm-hmm. She wouldn't allow certain videos to be played on the station because she had standards. She wouldn't allow certain things. We don't have those anymore. In BET, we used to look forward to it. We used to look forward to it because it was somewhat wholesome, but it was still very much culture, and we just don't have that anymore.
Like, I'm not trying to be funny or take nothing from nobody, but the BET Awards is just meh now. I remember Bryce used to almost crash going home trying to get to the fucking BET Awards. The performances is just like Saturday night club performances. I don't know, bro. I remember the BET Awards used to just be huge. They say that this is the culture's biggest night. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know shit about the BET Awards until my grandma told me. That's because that lady still watches fucking cable. I don't even watch TV for real no more. She said, you know, the BET Awards on, you know, it seems to be good. You know, they got Taraji, you know, being a host and shit like that. Bro, the shit is dead.
At this point, it's just coming down to the embarrassment of it. Like, if I had a daughter, and thank God I don't have a daughter in this climate, but if I had a daughter, I swear she won't even be on social media. She can't watch TV. She can't do nothing. I will try to protect her the best I can for as long as I can from these wild images. And to sum it all up, I think a lot of people just miss real music. For a lot of folks that are truly upset, I think it boils down to just the quality of music. I have a deep respect for, you know, music with soul. That's all. All this mama rap stuff that went mainstream a couple of decades ago, it seemed like it wasn't about talent anymore. It wasn't about lyrical writing, and yeah, I can go on and on about that. But anyway, that's all I got in this video. You guys drop a comment down below and let me know if you watched the Ratchet EBT Awards show this year. I know a lot of you didn't, but be sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.